The ultimate showdown. 2 writers, 2 fanfiction scripts. And only you can choose which one wins. It's the fanfiction showdown.
Hello and welcome to Fanfiction Showdown. I'm Ben O'Brien and this is Fanfiction Showdown. And if you are tuning in, this is your first time watching, then it's the last episode. So you just might as well watch something else, do something else, have some fun. But if you're here because you've been watching it for a long time, then thank you for being a loyal person. You know, they say that all good things must come to an end. Well, guess what? That's true of mediocre things too. They need to come to an end. And tonight is our final episode of Fanfiction Showdown, okay? And here's how it's going to go. 2 writers write 2 fanfiction scripts in an epic head-to-head battle to the script, okay? And who wins?
I do, hopefully. Hey, it's Cricket.
Shut up, it's the last one.
Cricket,
it's the last one. Shut the fuck up.
Victory was snatched from the jaws of the victor.
So, I know it's the last one, so don't, just let me have my time.
You're doing great.
Shut up.
Love you.
Thank you so much. I love you. Okay, so guys, and we're here and it's the show. And now, guess what? So it's a special show and it wouldn't be a special show without a special guest. So I'm excited to introduce to you someone who you probably know. And if you know us, you probably found us through him. So please, everybody, welcome to the show, Alan Resnick.
Thank you so much for introducing me, Ben. This is, well, it's an honor for me to be here on the show that you made, and this is just what you built. I think will withstand the test of time. It's beautiful. I love it. I watch every episode. Back to you, Ben.
Why is there a bunch of Robby stuff behind Alan?
Don't cut to Cricket, Eric, before I introduce Robby. You're giving them thank you. You buzzed yourself and you knew you did a bad thing, and I appreciate that. So, all right, thanks, Alan. It's awesome to have you here, and I think you are cool as ever. Now, it's my honor to introduce to you the first contestant, the contestants for tonight. The first contestant is, she's cool. She looks kind of like like a witch had cursed a princess and stolen her youth. So please welcome to the show, Cricket Harrison.
Hi, Ben. Thank you so much. It's a good witch, and it's not a curse. It's a blessing. And I just wanted to say I'm really excited for tonight. It's our last episode ever, so I can stop pretending that I want anyone but me to win. I want to win. I'm here to win. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to kill, kill, kill. And I'm here to celebrate Titanic, which is a beautiful story of love and longing on the high seas, which I think is a message we can all get behind. So I'm really looking forward to winning tonight, and winning this whole season, and winning the show, and beating Robby.
Thank you, Cricket.
She's awful. She won't die. She's going to be
Robby, wait,
there
Robby, I didn't
long after all of us have died.
Shut up. Okay, so thank you, Cricket. That's our first contestant. This is a professional show. And the second contestant that I will introduce tonight is a guy
Kill.
Shut up. Looks like someone who was kind of very punk in their youth, grew up to be kind of like a principal at an elementary school, or something like that. So please welcome to the show, Robby Ratcliffe. Big Bobby D.
Thank you so much, Ben. Glad to be here with you at the end of all things. I want to send a big shout out to Cricket. All of those petitions that she's been sending to the Republican state legislature in Michigan have borne fruit, and they are ready to turn those electoral votes around for you guessed it, the President of the United States. Thank you, Cricket. You are, I disagree with you politically, but I gotta respect your passion.
You know, Robby, this is a show about art and not about politics, but I'm glad you brought that up because I just think that only some votes should be counted. So I'm going to fight for that to the death. Just like tonight, I'm going to fight to the death and kill on Fanfiction Showdown.
That brings me to a big
What a great introduction that Ben has brought to us.
Thank you,
We've
Robby.
introduced all of the characters. All of the fighters are in the show. We're ready. The map is clear and ready.
Robby, I'm the host.
Start.
So I'm the host, so do not host for me. So Cricket brings up a good point about votes. How do we decide who wins? Guess what? You decide. You're going to vote on the best script. Okay, but before we get to these scripts, we've got to do the most important part of the show. It has no effect on anything. It's a waste of time. It's the drawings.
That's right, Ben.
Go ahead, Robby. Let's see your drawing.
Well, let's see that. So, as you can remember from last week, I did not do a drawing because I wanted to read the names of the war dead, the World War I dead, and I thought it only appropriate because of the amount of death. I would say somewhere between 60 and 70,000 people died on the Titanic. So let's go ahead and read the names of those that perished in the icy waters.
Okay, so Robby did the same drawing as last week.
Exactly, the same
Jack
drawing.
and Rose died on the Titanic, Robby.
Well, Rose didn't die.
Rose didn't die, but you know who did die was Mr. Hudson, Joshua Creighton Allison, and so
all right, Robby, stop it.
These are the actual names of the war.
Robby did the same drawing as last week, and I did a piece of abstract video art.
Guys, dead people.
Guys.
So I was wondering if you could see my drawing, which is actually abstract video art, and I'm not. It doesn't.
These are drawings.
It doesn't.
These are people.
This is the drawings. This is the part of the show that you guys force upon me. I hate this part.
My condolences to the Allison family of Montreal, Quebec, and
I thought this was a friendly show where people.
Alan, I'm wondering why you only have Robby's picture behind you.
Why does Ben only have pictures of Robby and Cricket?
Because you're the special guest. So you're not competing on the show. We invited you on because
the computers.
Well, I thought I misunderstood. It wasn't clear when you asked me. I love Robby in a very intense way more than I love you, Cricket.
Okay.
So, well, that explains it. So let's go on. Shut up, everybody. Cricket, show us that video drawing.
Hard day for me. Here's my video drawing. I don't know what it represents, but it's just a piece of video art that I. And
it says Robby. Does it say Robby on those little ships you made?
Well, I don't
know who I wish could see this.
Oh, it says
Mr.
Ben
Thomas
on that
Andrews
one.
of Belfast, Ireland.
Wait, what does it say on all those?
It says Robby, Ben, and Cricket.
Hey, Ben.
Okay. Yes, Alan.
On a sinking ship.
About the drawing section of the show.
Okay.
people don't do drawings; they do videos or they list.
It's not really even
people
official.
Who died on the Titanic.
It's not even an official part of the show. It's just a part that they do, and then we started making it. But it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't have any effect on the show. So they just ended up doing stuff that.
It's just because we're here to have fun and to kill, and I'm going to win tonight's
great. I love that. I love the energy, and let's get on.
The evening,
hey guys,
we need the names of the people who died on the Titanic. If I could get a point for every name.
This is the lesson of the show.
I prefer to focus on the people who lived on the Titanic, Robby, because I think that's a positive message.
That's true. I respect the people from the Titanic.
I believe that is the dictionary definition of.
Just lots of buzzers tonight. Okay, so let's bring it back to me and the show. So I just wanted to say this isn't just a porn version of a fan fiction show you'd find in like a VHS tape in your dad's room where he never lets you go. This is a professional fan fiction show that is on a dying network's website. So we have rules. So let's talk about the rules. All right, first off, the characters tonight are Rose, Jack, and the Titanic. First rule. Rose does the lifeboat math completely wrong, but no one corrects her. 2, Jack hates the ship. 3, someone mentions unobtainium. 4, the reason they hit the iceberg is because the windshield is covered in handprints and fog. 5, Jack reveals he is a cyborg. 6, the ship has 2 massive, muscular, hairy human arms. Rose has straight edge tattoos. That's a personal one for Robby. He has straight edge tattoos.
Thank you, Ben.
8, when the Titanic hits the iceberg, the Titanic says, "Oh, fuck." 9, the iceberg is hot to the touch. And that's the last rule, and those are the rules, everybody. So that's it. You got to abide by those rules.
This is an interesting show.
Thank you so much, Alan. Thanks for coming. It got canceled. It did.
Well, it's more like
the whole thing got canceled.
Yeah.
The whole platform is going.
Because the whole platform
websites got canceled.
Here's what I will say.
On a website.
It's not our fault, but we definitely didn't help anything.
And it feels personal.
And it's definitely personal.
It feels personal, like one friend telling another friend that they like a different friend more.
Okay, it's time for the coin flip. And this week I have a coin, once again, that is the same on both sides. So here's how we figure it out. We use the coin.
Mr. Steven Weir.
It's the coin flip. I love the coins.
Titanic.
Robby goes first. Robby. All right, Robby.
We do believe in the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is with us. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you, Robby,
for bringing that Holy Spirit into us. And let's just dive right into this beautiful script.
Yes.
This is the final script for the Fan Fiction Showdown. The final episode
second
of
to the last.
Second to last. We don't need to read Cricket's script if we don't want to.
I think we should.
It's the final episode.
We can do whatever we want. That's a good point.
I think we should read it.
If people want us to stop now, we could just stop the show.
That's a cool pick.
Do you have any pictures of me, Alan? We've been friends for
So the name of this script is Titanic. Lost Souls.
All right.
Lost Souls of the Titanic. We can't forget all the people who lost their lives on the Titanic, like Mr. John James Borbank of beautiful
Okay.
London,
All right,
United
Robby.
Kingdom.
Let's get on with the script because we're running out of time.
If you would, as the special guest, Alan, if you as the special guest would read the part of Jack.
It would be the honor of
Leonardo DiCaprio's very famous Jack character. You can remember from the he's Jack. He's always been Jack.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm Leo.
And I will read the part of Rose, wonderful, beautiful Rose, Kate Winslet, beautiful, long flowing hair, as I remember, very long.
Beautiful.
I think too long sometimes.
Famously long, famously
tangled,
long.
hard to clean. She's Kate Winslet. She's difficult to clean. And Cricket, if you would read the part of the Titanic, the ship.
I would love to. It would be an honor.
The Titanic is, of course, as we all know, HMS Titanic.
All right. Really sucking up time, Robby. Thank you.
And this is the script.
This is great.
And if you would read the action, that would be great.
I would love to do that. It would be the honor of my life. All right. Let's jump into that script.
We already did. Robby was talking so much that
we're in the script.
We're in the script.
Well, that's embarrassing. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I feel weird because I didn't hear the sound.
No, it happened.
Can we play the sound again?
No.
No, I did jump the gun on trigger.
Eric,
I'm sorry.
What? We can hear you all of a sudden? Jesus.
It's the last show. I do what I want.
Well, everyone has turned on me, so I'll just start the script.
Who gets to...
Shut up, everybody. I have to just start cold, extremely cold.
I can warm you up if you want.
Bum, 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 bum. Robby's script.
Okay, thank you. It's a starry, ice-cold night. Beautiful times. The kind of time that either precedes or comes right after sex. We don't know yet. Standing on the bow it comes right after sex. We don't know yet. Standing on the bow or something of the ship, Jack slowly You don't even know what the ship's parts are called. Jack slowly raises his arms in an arc so his hands are above his head. As he does this, the hydraulic hatches in his back open up, revealing a mess of gears and wires that whir and buzz. Rose, standing nearby, salutes her lover, the cyborg, and that is a thing.
I knew our love was perfect, but I had no idea the man I love is the perfect killing machine. And when I say killing machine, I mean killing my need for sex, which we may have just had or am about to have.
Yes. And here is a long story to explain how I came to be your perfect lover, Robby. It's all true.
He's not Robby, he's Rose. So if his name comes up, call him Rose.
It wasn't.
Stay in the world of the script, Alan.
Be Rose or Robby. I just added.
Do whatever you need to do, Alan.
Stay right in there, Alan.
Okay, where was this is how I became your perfect lover, Rose, wink. It's all true. My real name is Jack Skellington, and I am the former Pumpkin King of the Halloween Town, a place where all nightmares live in a peaceful, eternal preparation for Halloween. After passing through a door in the strange circle of magical holiday-themed trees.
All of a sudden, Titanic, the ship, blows her massive foghorn. Oh, God damn it, Crick.
great.
It says to do that in the script.
I know it says that.
I love that you're in the moment, Cricket. I love
But
that
I heard
you're
a sound
flying.
effect, too.
I'm here with you. Take it away.
Okay, I'm just trying to. Your words are magical. I'm trying to bring them to life. I'm gonna go back.
You're doing it.
You're supposed to.
Excuse me.
God damn it!
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I interrupting something?
Yes, I was explaining my origin story to my human lover, Robby. I hate this ship.
Jack,
It's another thing.
What?
apologize to the Titanic, or else
Or else what?
or face the youth of today.
Rose tears off the jacket I forgot to say she was wearing, revealing her full tattoo sleeves on both arms. A mixture of swirling barbed wire and X motifs, along with phrases in baseball font like poison free and one life, one chance. Her self-righteousness explodes out of her in the form of a green and white swirling flame.
You don't drink?
Do you?
Uh-oh.
Tattoos. I have been thinking of getting some tattoos.
Is the boat talking?
Yeah.
The boat.
The boat's
So,
talking.
which you can tell from my good acting.
Women, ships are named after women because women are beautiful and must be protected.
That's not it.
And, okay. And Titanic lifts both of her massive, muscular, and hairy, pale human arms out of the ocean. The boat rocks dramatically, dashing Jack and Rose onto the deck.
Whoa.
On this arm, I think I would like my mother's name. Her name was Gorgamgast. On this one, I'd like to get the word unobtainium, but written in Chinese letters.
Another
I
thing.
feel like I am unobtainable because I am hot, and I don't give a fuck what you think. I go to the dance club and boys want to dance on me, but I am like, nah, nobody owns the Titanic. I don't want scrubs unless the scrubs the deck. My deck and my bow. Oh, is that kind of like my deck? My deck.
Yeah, yes.
My bow and my deck.
Jack.
Yeah.
Deck.
So that's a ding.
I put it up for the unobtainium. I got it.
No, for the
Is this sort of the energy you were picturing, Robbie? Because
absolutely,
Okay,
Cricket.
great.
You're
Okay.
killing it. You're soaring
Thank
to
you.
heights unobtainable. And
Whoa.
Isn't that fitting?
That
Yeah.
is, thank you. Okay.
All right, so yeah, and Cricket, if you could just move a little back from the mic, that'd be great. All right, go ahead.
You want me to
Alan.
go back in my line? Nobody owns
No,
the Titanic.
Shut
no?
up. Yeah, no, just,
You
no,
wanted me to-
you're great. You nailed it. I'm just saying, just be a little
Okay.
quieter. Alan, go ahead. Jack,
Can I get
it's your
another
turn,
green
buddy.
card?
Nope.
Do you want me to read Jack's lines?
Yeah, if you could
Yes.
read Jack's lines,
If
that
you-
would be
Yeah.
Those are your lines, buddy.
Just after the part where Cricket screamed ice, Jack says, Shouldn't you be watching the ocean?
This one time at the club, I was dancing and some boys came up to me and my friend, but we did not pay them any attention. Our favorite song was on. It was our night when we and get together and go to the club. We are unobtainable.
I really think you should be watching the ocean.
Another time, we were at the club and the bouncer was flirting with me and I gave him the phone number, so he let us in the VIP lounge where we sat with famous rappers and party legends like Grim and Totes. But the number I gave to the bouncer was a fake number. These are the kinds of trouble that my friends and I get into when we get together. Watch out.
What? Jack and Rose.
Oh yeah. Oh, watch out.
Watch out.
Watch out.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I don't get it.
The Titanic slams into a big ass iceberg.
Jesus Christ.
The side of the Titanic is gouged open, and immediately all of the red blood inside of the ship starts to spray out, coating the iceberg in blood. The blood starts streaming. The iceberg is hot as shit.
Wow.
As the flow of human blood slows after the initial wounding, we can see some of Titanic. We can see. I'm sorry, I'm mistaken from the beginning. We can see some of the Titanic's massive humanoid intestines are now floating in the water as well.
Ow! Ow! What is that? What is that horrible chill I'm feeling?
Don't look. Keep your eyes up at the stars.
We're about halfway through.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
So we're
What a
doing pretty
character
good.
arc.
What a character arc for the Titanic.
good.
Cricket's bringing the heat as we knew she would.
Yeah. So
hopefully
I'm the
she-
host, Robby. Thanks a lot. I did get a text, and that's why I was distracted. I do have friends that aren't just you guys.
Can you read
so
us the
We'll
text?
get
Hey,
text.
Ben, do you
When
have,
I
do you
act,
have big
I
cardboard cutouts of
physically-
those friends?
I physically
I
feel when
can't
I'm
find
acting,
your-
and so I'm in a lot of pain
I understand.
right now.
I understand. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do. I don't know what you should do. You maybe
But you know who's not
you
in
have an
pain anymore
Advil.
is Mr. John James Borbeck.
Okay, well that's good. That's actually kind of positive, Robby. That's a positive spin on death. No longer in pain. Good for
Yeah,
him.
absolutely.
I feel pain every minute, every day, and especially right now. So it's a mid script break, and we got to go to the chat. Let's go to the chat. Chat asks, do you think time traveling nuclear tipped dolphins, which may or may not be real? I don't know. That's too much.
It's too much.
NDO.
Can you read the text that you got, Ben. I think
I
people
never
would
thought
like to
about
hear
how
that.
much it would hurt to sink if you were a
No.
ship.
People are saying follow me on Twitch. That's pretty cool. So yeah, some people are saying follow Ben on Twitch. That's X25Kill. It says twitch.tv/Ben F. O'Brien. That's me. Join the Ben
Okay.
Twitch. Okay, so does anyone else have anything they wanted to say or plug about?
Yes, I would like to plug Major Archibald
Plug?
Willingham Butt of Washington, D.C., who got on the Titanic
Okay.
at Southampton but died in
Robby,
the Arctic
I'm
Ocean.
sorry about. Okay, Dylan Dummy wants to know if God exists.
I have a
Okay.
question. I have a question.
What?
Robby, did you write this?
Yes,
It's very fun.
thank you.
It's fun if you're not playing the Titanic and you're not in physical searing pain
I
right now
think-
because your guts just got ripped off. Acting isn't
yes.
fun. Scripts aren't fun.
The
This is work.
Titanic-
I'm having a fun
People
time. with the
never think that
characters.
actors work, but we
The
do.
Titanic has real, right at this point, has real tropical cocktails.
Performance
in it,
is a
I would say.
form of pain that you never recover from, is what I think.
I know
Robby,
I'm being extra, but I just think the script is so good. I'm feeling it so much.
I think that's cool, and I think that's the last. Alan, you have something to say?
I just wanted to ask Robby, when is this going into production, and if he had any notes for my character.
No notes, Alan. You're soaring to the heights unobtainable. And I think when I think of angels, Alan, I often think that angels were given to us by the special creator, and that you were given to me by the special creator. So if a duck is a duck, you call it a duck.
Thank you, Robby.
You're welcome, Alan.
Great.
That's my
Great work, Cricket. Everything you're doing is
knock it
rubbing
off.
me the wrong way. So let's get back into the script where we will repair our friendships. It's usually me. Wait. Okay. Here we go. Wait. Halfway through. Okay. Back at the scene of the crash, a crew of heretofore unseen hybrid human polar bear magic warriors used their healing spells on the wound created by the iceberg.
You're gonna be fine. The polar bears are using their magic.
Titanic takes a deep breath, which causes the deck to expand to the point of breaking. The lungs of the ship are swollen and pressing up against the outer hull, causing numerous smaller wounds to open. More bleeding. A signal light rolls over the surface of the ocean, revealing how much blood Titanic has lost.
Rose, can I talk to you?
I'll be right back, Titanic.
I'm not going anywhere.
I just got through talking to the leader of the polar bears. His name is Gorgengashed.
Isn't that...
Yes!
And...
Oh, is it me? I stopped paying attention because I was bored. Oh, Jack silently guides Rose over to the side of the ship. He indicates the gory tear that Titanic's greenish-yellow intestines are spilling out from. He hands Rose an oversized magnifying glass.
Look closer at the intestines.
Using the magnifying glass, Rose can see a large rip on the ascending colon part of the small intestine. A significant amount of feces is burbling out into the water and flowing freely into the wide-open lesion caused by the iceberg.
Is this my line? This is
Yeah, it's you, but it's the next page, which is sometimes tricky. So, but go ahead.
Because
Yes, I'm not used to turning pages. What's the noise, though?
The noise is
cricket being infected by the water.
Okay, well, I don't need that in the table. The polar bears. Oh, sorry. I'm more sad, maybe.
Yes.
The polar bears say all the ground isn't infecting her bloodstream. Their magic is just prolonging the inevitable. Rose? Yes. In a very short time, the Titanic will go into septic shock and die.
Sepsis. What an awful fate.
We can't save her, but we...
I feel a little better. I think the polar bear magic is working.
Just relax.
But we can ease her passing.
Jack pulls out 2 submachine guns and hands one to Rose.
I've already armed the polar bears and a number of the crew.
I counted 4 lifeboats. That should be enough for the crew, us, the passengers, and the polar bear warriors. 8 plus 2 times 6 plus polar bears, which are the size of 2 normal humans, minus 20.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Okay, lock and load.
This will be my first and final monologue. I came to this world from Halloween Town, and I thought I'd found somewhere new and special, someplace that would inspire me and get me out of my emotional rut I fall into after every Halloween. What I discovered in the human world at the turn of the 20th century was this: a planet where people figured out how to grow massive versions of their own organs and place them inside steamships, locomotives, and elevators. When considering these incredible man-made life forms, what I didn't expect was how interesting they'd be. Now, me and the Titanic have had our differences. And before the current situation in which we find ourselves, I'll admit I had spent several hours in the Titanic's bowels trying to hunt down its massive human brain. But ultimately, I wouldn't exchange the time I spent together for almost anything. I'm not going to say whether or not me and Rose had sex, or if we will have sex later on after we shoot the Titanic. However, I will say that I have had a great time. I met a lot of wonderful people, had some laughs, and shed a few tears. But I'm also looking forward to getting home and seeing my ghost dog, Zero, who I'm sure is pretty confused where I've been the past 10 years.
I don't want to die yet.
Hey, I've seen people die from blood infections. This is really for the best.
Jack, Rose, and everyone else with a machine gun opens fire. Titanic screams in pain for several hours as people run out of bullets, have to reload and continue firing, but eventually she dies of the hundreds of thousands of bullet wounds instead of the shit in her blood. The stars in the night sky weep at her death. That's the script.
That was so cool.
All right, Robby, did you have the handprints on the show?
Well, remember earlier in the show when I mentioned things that are not explicitly said are actually there in there, that they fill their own absence?
I do remember that you were talking about. I believe we talked about that before the show. I think that was before the show.
So earlier
where you
before
were
the show, I was saying that things that are not in the script
I think
there
maybe
anyway because they fill their own absence. And this is something that this is a way of thinking that I've been working on.
Okay.
So that's the answer.
So
to your
it's
question.
almost kind of like
I
a many worlds theory, like an infinite universes. But that also means that
inverted C with the line through it.
Contains all the universes where you didn't do any of the rules.
Correct.
Infinite times.
But this one I did do the rule.
I'd like to say that
the rule was absent from
I'd like to say that I said I was here to kill at the beginning of the show, but after Robby's beautiful writing, I realized that I'm actually here to die, and I've accepted that. So thank you, Robby.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Cricket. You've always been a thorn in my side. I've always thought that if I had the chance, if we were standing together on lonesomely on a cliff, just the two of us, I would probably push you a little bit harder than I would. It would be like a pat. You'd feel a pat. If I decided to pat you harder, you'd go right over.
Right over, and I would.
But after tonight, maybe that's a little different.
Hey, Alan, where'd you get that?
I have a deck of cards.
No, you don't. What are you doing?
I
It's not a real
I like
green
all the
card.
stuff Robby said. I wanted to give him a point.
No, that's not a real. Whoa! I want to make really clear that that's not a real green card in the points. There's no points in this show.
We know that it.
No,
No,
Alan.
Robby, you can't. No, Alan, no. Did Robbie put you up to this, Alan?
No, I have a whole deck.
But I know you have the cards. That's
Can I
very
get a
clear,
yellow?
but did
Alan,
Robbie tell you
Could
to
I
do
get a
it?
green card,
Can
Alan?
I get a
Because
yellow?
I think what
This
I
one's
said
a
about
cricket yellow,
Thank you.
and this one's for Robby.
Well,
No, stop giving Robbie green cards because Robbie he almost basically cheated.
I didn't.
I don't
cheat.
understand.
All right, I don't know.
What
I don't know what's
did was
going on because I
bent
think.
reality to my will.
I just think you guys have been communicating before the show about what you're going to do, and that's you guys can't be communicating.
That's collusion,
That's
and
collusion.
that's illegal.
Robby
All right.
doesn't talk to me outside.
And that
Problematically, we have to end this now. But
Okay.
just know that you guys are on blast, and
but not
that,
me.
That
And I
Cricket's
have-
not on blast.
I-
Cricket's on something else that is like a drug. But you guys are in trouble basically after the show. So let's move on. We're done with Robbie, but we
Okay.
will talk about this. We're done with Robbie. All right.
Does that mean? What does that mean, Ben?
It's time for Cricket's script. Cricket,
Yes.
tell us about your script,
Okay,
and I hope we have time to read the whole thing. We probably will just get through the first few pages, but tell us about that script.
I feel strongly about the end. Anyway, okay, it's called A Sinking Heart. I'm feeling again like I'm here to kill. I'm recovered. So it's called A Sinking Heart. Alan, even though you betrayed me and you stabbed me in the heart, I'd like you to reprise the leading role of Jack. I thought you did a great job.
Thank you.
Robbie, if you could reprise your role as Rose. Ben, if you could read stage directions. And I am going to be the Titanic.
Okie dokie. Let's jump into the script.
Right, okay, so it's called A Sinking Heart.
Exterior of a large and bustling boat dock. The exterior of a large and bustling boat dock. That's not the boat. That is outside the boat where the boat lives, right?
Where the boat docks, you could
Where
say.
the boat docks.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Exterior of a large and bustling boat dock. The biggest, most beautiful ship the world has ever seen is consensually tied up at a dock. Passengers and stevedores hustle and bustle hither and yon with alacrity and joie de vivre. The ship takes a big breath, stretches her two massive, muscular, hairy human arms, and begins to sing with the voice of an angel.
Let's set sail, I'm a big, big boat. I'm a big, big boat in the middle of the sea. Titanic, I'm a big, big boat, and I hope you'll enjoy what happens to me. Toot, 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 I'm a big, big boat, and a big, big boat never sinks. All aboard, I'm a big, big boat, and a big, big boat likes to hubba, hubba.
Okay, the ship's song stops as her eyes come to rest on a handsome man who looks young enough to be attractive to preteens, but old enough that it's not creepy for grown-ups to want to fuck him as well. He's got a glint in his eye and a sketchbook under his arm. Unfortunately, he is poor. Oof. But our ship doesn't care as she watches and feels him mount her gangway. Is that a thing?
Yeah. It's like the little thing you walk up to get onto the...
It's like
Gang.
long and hard.
I don't like it, and I don't think it should be called that. She mutters...
In my version of the script, it's actually made partially of human flesh.
Okay, well, we're not.
Can we
That's
keep
not your
going?
script, Robbie. But anyway, so they mount her. He gets onto the ship. She mutters under her breath.
I'm gonna rail that young man so deep I'll discover unobtainium.
Just then, a snooty, rich, overdressed Tim Burton-ass bitch starts her ascent up to the ship. When she gets to the top, she begins to... That's a big dang. Big dang. When she gets to the top, she begins to kick the beautiful sides of this nice boat.
Ew, what's this? Like wood? Gross. Wood has sticks in it. And sticks are where worms used to live before they died. Fuck, I hate my life.
So good, Robbie.
Tears spring... I kind of want to do a British accent now.
No, you can't do it.
No.
No, I can because
The
I'm
Titanic's a
narrator.
fundamentally American story.
But I'm a narrator, so I can be British.
Okay.
Tears spring into the I'll be old Rose.
Tears spring into the Titanic's eyes.
It's more of a mid-Atlantic.
Eyes with each kick of Rose's stupid cottagecore bo-peep ribbon-ass shoes.
The poor young man sees her and walks over. He speaks in a half-British, half-cowboy accent. Take it away, Alan.
half British, half American.
Yeah.
So half British is like, did you hate your life? Wait, but I don't know.
Did you say you hate your life? You could like alternate words or whatever with accents, whatever you want to do.
I'll do sentence by sentence. I'll try. Did you say you ate your life? As a poor boy, I can't do it. As a poor boy, I think
that's good.
That's sad. We poors love life.
Good.
There's
Keep
more.
going. Yeah, there's more.
There's like at least 6 more pages.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. It's hard to alternate. You won't find diamonds, but I say dirt glimmers just as bright as diamonds if you break a little beer bottle in it.
Very good.
Ew, you're what disgusts me. Just like this old boat. This old boat deserves to have rats eat her mouth. And so do you. Fuck my life, fuck you.
Okay, chat hates my accent, my old roast, but I'm going to keep doing it.
You have such a Ben. Why don't you just use your chocolatey, velvety, regular speaking voice that's so deep and sonorous and resonant?
Okay.
Why don't you just do that?
Resonant like the
like
life
that?
of Mr.
Yeah,
Roderick,
that's really
Robert
good.
Crispin Chisholm.
No,
All right,
Robbie,
Robbie,
same
stop
character.
it.
Rose doesn't care.
Ben,
Alan, I want to set you free from your accent so you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
I want to know if I have any notes from the chat about my accent.
Let's
No,
look
I
to
want
the
to keep
chat.
going. I think that's a mid-script break. Okay.
No, shut up. Okay, so you're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say shut up, but I will say shut up later for something.
Nathan Vegetable
Okay.
says we love the accent, Ben.
Okay, thanks, Nation.
Nation vegetables.
Fuck it. Okay.
Nation?
So I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do kind of a.
Okay, but I feel like we are right. We're like losing the emotional thread.
Forget, but I'm started and you interrupted me.
No, okay, I'm sorry.
Rose begins kicking the boat again. The Titanic winces.
Don't cry, don't let her see you cry. Can't look weepy in the departure photos. Sing your song. Tra-la-la, the big boat and the big
As the song fades out, so too does the camera. Cut to the dining room later that night. Rose sits at a big table with a sign above it that says rich. Jack sits at a smaller table that's really close to the ground that says poor. It's covered in bugs. Rose is talking to some high society people.
Baby dogs are only born after 2 older dogs had sex. And of course, my family has had dogs for generations. So the dogs must have had sex at some point, or we'd run out of dogs long ago.
Nothing's working, and I wanted to do something special for the last script. And
should Robbie take that line again, but not in the British accent?
Just don't do the Cockney. Do more of like a higher
high
class.
society for sure. Yeah.
Cockney. Rich people don't.
Baby dogs are only born after 2 older dogs had sex.
Javi, that's Cockney.
No, that's
again.
the same thing again. Just make a choice.
Javi, that's Cockney.
No, don't give him the green for that. You give him a red if he doesn't do it right. No, we're just gonna have to go with the Cockney. We're just gonna have to go with the Cockney.
Dogs must have had sex.
That's it. We're done with the dogs having sex. Now it's my turn.
At the poor table, Jack shakes his head.
Rich people are very weird about dogs.
Just then, I don't have any confidence anymore about anything, any choices.
You're doing great.
But just then, an eerie whisper. How's that? Eerie whisper winds its way.
I feel like we're getting a little bit away from the.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I'm going to stop. I'm just going to do the
I just think we should. The writing speaks for itself.
But when you start kind of micromanaging me, it really destroys my soul. So let me just go, and I'm just going to not make any more choices.
I'm trying to set you.
I'm making no more choices. I just said I'm not making any more choices. So just shush. Everyone, shut up now. And I am getting actually mad. Just then, an eerie whisper winds its way through the dining room.
Jack. Oh, Jack.
Did you hear something?
No one answers him because he's the only one at the poor table, and he's too close to the ground for the people at the rich table to hear him.
It's me, Jack. I'm all around you.
But who are you?
Why don't you come outside and see?
Jack goes outside. One of the Titanic's 2 massive, muscular, hairy human arms gently reaches to the deck and picks Jack up in the palm of her hand. Her hands look like Mickey Mouse's hands and are in white gloves, which doesn't matter plot-wise, but which lends visual interest to the scene.
Titanic is... I don't have a voice.
That's fine. No, that's perfect. You're perfect. We cast you because we believe in you, so just be you.
Titanic, is that you?
Yes, Jack. It's me. I've been drawn to you ever since I felt you bored me. I don't know what it is, but I've never felt a connection like this.
I have an idea of what it could be.
Jack opens up a panel in his arm. Inside are gears and electronic components.
These gears were mined by an old man. He's the closest thing I have to a dad, but he's my biological father, and he raised me. When my arms got cut off in an arm-cutting accident, he worked nights to mine gears to rebuild my new arms. As he worked, he told me stories. He told me he'd mined gears once before. When he needed money to buy blood, he said he sold the gears to a gorgeous tugboat who wanted to be rebuilt into a big boat. I think I see it going. And I think that tugboat was you. Yep. Before you were who you are now. This is interesting.
Oh, Jack! I knew we were connected, but I didn't know that we would fit together so beautifully.
The Titanic takes Jack down to her engine room. Their gears fit seamlessly together. It's ecstasy like neither of them has ever felt. Their passionate moans and screams roll out across the mighty Atlantic, traveling ever further until they become whispers that melt into the ocean herself and are carried away on the tides. When they're about halfway through their passionate lovemaking, they take a break.
Are we liking it?
Feels weird, feels bad.
No, I think it feels good.
It feels weird.
It's a love story. Titanic's a love story about a ship.
I think it's a love story. I think it's cool. I think what you did with having everyone change their accents and keep kind of not be able to figure out their accents was kind of fucking us up a little bit.
No,
And
I
so
was saying do what you want.
I think next time just stick with just the one thing, because then we don't get confused.
If I could say something nice about Cricket's direction is that now I can only think in that voice, in the voice that I've been doing. So that voice is now part of me, and I will never let it escape.
That's awesome.
Well, everyone can do whatever voice they want. I want to be clear about that. I didn't mean to micromanage.
I don't like having to do cowboy voice and British voice and my own voice.
Right.
It's confusing.
So I'm saying is you can pick one of those.
But it says in the script to do half British, half cowboy, and I'm just trying to figure out how to do. I can't do it. It's hard.
Right. I understand that you can't do it, and so once I learned that, I said that you could do whatever you wanted.
All right. We don't have time. We don't have time. I want to get through everything. We don't have time, so let's just get back into the script.
One last thing.
I want to make sure,
which is that I think it's interesting that you decided to dive into the parentage of the Titanic, and I wondered if you had ever come across the name Gormenghast as part of your.
No, thank you, Robby.
I think because you invented the name.
Let's get back into this.
Okay, that's what I say. I'm the host. It's all falling apart. Let's get back in the script.
Where were we?
Exterior, Atlantic Ocean. It's a beautiful morning and there are no icebergs anywhere. That's cool. The Titanic is gazing into the distance. She begins to sing.
Well, they said I couldn't love. You're a boat. Boats can't love. But I knew that I could love. I'm a boat, and boats can love. Now I've proven I can love. Can't you see? I love Jack. Now I've just gotta know if he loves me back.
Great job. The Titanic's eyes fall on Jack. He's got Rose pressed up against the door of the engine room, and he's talking to her real close.
Do you see these gears? My father mined these gears. I say he was my father because he was my biological father. He also raised me as a son. Hey, what's this?
Jack lifts the sleeve of Rose's dumbass fucking ball gown that she's wearing, even though it's 9 a.m. A tattoo of 3 X's peeks out.
I got this to celebrate.
To celebrate how straight edge you used to be. I love that for you.
Yes, that's it exactly. No one else has ever understood. Jack, I'm sorry. I said you a piece of shit-ass wiping dick like a poop dog diaper big baby gaga hermit goose boy with an ass where your face should be.
That's funny. Did you say that about me?
Yes, but now I regret it because I learned that even poor men can kiss. And honey, I wanna be rich in tongue.
Jack and Rose start to kiss. They pull apart immediately.
Wait, your tongue goes clockwise and I'll go counterclockwise with tongue.
Okay, but then I want to switch direction every 30 seconds.
Okay.
And
They
Robby is Rose, and I am Jack in this
Yes.
kissing scene. Got it.
Oh, thank you. Yes, if you're just tuning in, Robbie is
Kissing
they're
Alan.
doing Titanic.
Okay.
They're kissing. They start to kiss again. This time they figured it out, and it goes really well. They're kissing like two people who really want to be kissing each other and haven't been allowed to until now. Meanwhile, the Titanic has been sobbing. Giant tears are tears are, you see, you can't tell necessarily sometimes in the context if it's tears or tears. It's tears this time. Tears are splashing out of her and landing on the Atlantic Ocean like cannonballs. She's wiping her Mickey Mouse hands all over her windshield. Finally, she pulls herself together enough to offer a refrain from her love song.
Well, they said I couldn't love, but I know a boat can love.
Oh, she breaks down into sobs. The song shifts into a minor key. Rage flits across the Titanic space.
Jack! Jack!
Boom! The Titanic crashes her hands into her own engine room and pulls out Jack and Rose, who each wriggle in a giant palm.
How could you, Jack? We have the same gears. What do you have with her?
You didn't take that seriously, did you, love?
Of course I took it serious. It's love. And love's always serious on a boat.
Is there more? I don't think there should be any more singing in this.
We're gonna no.
There, the singing gets a red card.
Before she can go
on her boat.
Before she it's my line. It's my line now, Kirk. So before she can go further, before she can go further, Rose breaks in.
Excuse me, Jack, but do you know this slut hunk of rust steel?
Yes, he knows me. He loves me. We love each other.
No, Rose, baby. I hate this ship.
That's a twist. That's a
green card and a
Green card
twist.
for Alan.
Don't have to do my job for me. I know.
Hate me. Hate me.
Alan, don't do the green card when I do the green card. At this point, the Titanic's windshield is completely covered over in tears and fog from her sobs and handprints from her Mickey Mouse. Cricket, you're being
Can you mute
you're
your
being
Zoom,
a
Cricket?
little. Yeah, you're being unpleasant. At this point, the Titanic's windshield is completely covered over in tears and fog from her sobs and handprints from her Mickey Mouse hands wiping away the tears. So she has no idea which way she's going. On deck, someone shouts, "Look out!"
Oh, fuck!
This is two dings. We get two dings. The ship smashes into an iceberg. This is no ordinary iceberg. This is an iceberg that was manifested by the immensity of the Titanic. I'm having to speed up because we're running out of time. The emotional pain. So it's a searing hot to the touch. Ding, ding, ding. The Titanic immediately bursts into flames. Jack, no.
Oh, that's me. Jack, I burn for you. I burn with you. We'll be together forever.
Fucking nuts.
And then
Robby?
Oh, sorry.
You were reading the names.
Jack,
Emotional.
Jack, there's only 7 lifeboats, which means I need them all. I'll have to learn to live without you.
Rose climbs into all 7 lifeboats and drifts away. Everyone watches without saying anything. Eventually she dies, disintegrates in the ocean, and is eaten by plankton. The Titanic, clutching Jack in her trembling hands, burns silently, but Jack's screams resound in the deepest corners of hell. And that's the script.
That's a script.
That's a script. That is a dictionary definition of a script. It had lines. It had action. The singing was a lot, but ultimately we got through the singing.
Robby, you just let me do it. So
I'm not
welcome
I can't
back
take it
to
back.
the show. We're here on the show. So the show is that we're. So my question is, did Rose really do the math wrong?
Yeah.
She just said there's 7 lifeboats, which means I need them all. She's just kind of.
That's
how do
wrong.
we know that? But that's not math, really. That's
not
Counting
math.
is math.
That's no, but she didn't count. There were 7 lifeboats.
How did she know?
She counted them, so she actually counted them correctly.
Counted them.
So are there more lifeboats?
The math is that one
But what I'm
person-
saying is that she incorrectly...
One person doesn't need 7 lifeboats.
Of course, but she incorrectly identified that she would need all of them. I don't think that that's math. I think that that's more of a problem with her ego and the way that she thinks about herself as a person.
I love what you're saying, Ben.
So the ego math, you would say, is wrong.
No, because math is like 7 times 9. Oh my God, there's only 49 people can fit in
Okay,
these
so
boats.
this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1
Sorry,
person.
Cricket. Look, you got a red card. Sorry, and Alan now
Okay,
does
the
the
chat's
cards for
putting
the
in a
rest
lot
of
of
the
green
show.
cards.
Thank you, Ben.
Can I get a green card?
This one's for Robby.
This is why I started off
Robby,
saying
does
kill,
not
kill,
take that
kill.
back.
Because
Take that back,
these
please.
are killer
Okay.
people here. And I have to fight to survive.
Cricket,
and I'm not ashamed of that because I'm a powerful woman. And I know that I'm right and I can do that.
Alan, you are playing with fire right now, okay? You are single-handedly going to rip the show up to shreds if you keep doing that. Stop it.
This is our last stream and I wanted it to be nice.
Cricket, you're wanting to talk a lot and I need you to just chill for a second. Just count to 10 in your head.
Oh, I can't.
And Robby,
because I can't
also,
do
you
math,
are bad
apparently.
too. Robby,
Can I just say
you
one
can't
thing?
not do math.
Something clearly is that the chat has never said this, but in my theory of how the reality represents things that are not there, they have never said that they like it when we all talk at the same time.
So they must.
Maybe that's
really
because
like
when
it.
we all talk at the same time, they're typing all this stuff about how much they love it, and then when we stop, they get sad and delete it. So anyway, we have to be done because we have to move on. So it's done. Done with Cricket. All right, guys, that's it. Both scripts have been read. So guess what? It's time to vote. The polls are open. tinyurl.com/fanficsd. Go there and vote. Vote now. It's in your hands. tinyurl.com/fanficsd. It's the last one. If Robby wins, they tie up, and that's the second season. But if they don't, Cricket wins. So it doesn't matter because the show doesn't matter and nothing matters. So guess what time it is? It's a costume contest. Ha ha ha. Let's do it.
Hey.
Alan, you are the judge.
I love
that, right?
when I get to judge things.
Alan gets to judge, so pay attention. You only get to see him once. And let's start the costume contest.
Let's do it, baby.
Titanic versus Iceberg by Mel and Zachary featuring Evelyn and Marcel. Okay, adorable.
Hard to argue with.
I think that one.
Okay, cute. Next. Never forget the little robot camera was called Snoop Dogg by Devon Elson. Devin Elson.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show, winner of the costume contest many times, and beautiful bald man in the club. Okay, next. Iceberg by Joe Botnick. Classic Joe Botnick.
Love that.
Classic.
All right, next.
Love you, Joe.
I'll Never Let Go of Fan Fiction Showdown by Joe Botnick. Oh my God, okay. Amazing.
That one is good.
It really is. All right, next. Human Sexuality is Complicated by Anonymous.
That one kind of make I don't.
That person looks a little familiar. It's kind of looks like it's from the 90s, early 2000s. All right, next. Woman Surprised to Read About Sinking Ship, 1918 Colors by Iris Imp.
And I don't know if you can see, but it says Adult Swim on that piece of paper.
Interesting. Interpretive. Don't understand it. Kind of cool.
That's the last
and those are the ones. Alan, without further ado, who is the winner of the costume contest?
Well, it's hard because the dog and the cat, I love dogs and cats, and I think it's interesting to see animals. I thought the one of the weird little girl was gross, and that's the worst one. And I like the man in the tub because it looked accurate, but I have to go with the dog and the cats because I love to see
dog and the cats. Hey. All right, Mel and Zachary, you win.
That's amazing.
I believe it was Mel and Zachary, and you get this PDF. It's the final PDF ever to be emailed to anyone on Earth. So thank you so much for playing along, and thank you for watching the show.
Good job.
Remember, nothing lasts forever, and endings are horrifying. So and here we go, and guess what time it is, Alan? Surprise quiz.
Okay.
Surprise.
Alan, this is the quiz. If you get them all wrong, you are banned from the show forever, or you just have to get 2 right, I guess. And if you get 2 or more right, you never get to be on the show because it's the last episode. And
so no consequences for this quiz.
No, nothing. Doesn't matter. Just your pride. All right. So let's start with the first question now.
Okay.
What year did you live with Cricket?
I would probably say I lived with Cricket around 2014. 14.
All right, let's see the answer. 2010. Sorry, Alan, you lived there in 2010. That's 10 years ago. That's the first question about Alan's life involving cricket. Next question.
That doesn't feel right.
Alan, what was the apartment number you and I, me and Alan and Ben, lived in at the Copycat?
That was apartment number. I know it's in some of our passwords. I want to say. I want to say.
Give him the bank account password, Alan. Come on, just let it out. It's the final.
Yeah, but you got to think that there's a letter and a number.
Is the letter C?
Mm-hmm.
And is there a number 4?
There is a number 4, but there's more.
401.
Yay, Alan! Hey, C401.
It
Good
felt
work,
like
buddy.
magic to pull that out.
That was magic. That was almost.
I don't
like
know how
psychic,
I did that because I had no idea.
It's like you're psychic, but for
How
your
can
own
you
life.
not have any idea?
Things you know.
All
Why
right,
would I know
last question. What is Robbie's birthday?
Robbie's birthday is November 25th.
Whoa! All right. Alan, you won the
Love you,
quiz.
Alan.
The quiz.
That's so great. You love
Don't go down with
Alan
the
loves Robbie. Alan loves Ben. He remembers that he lived with cricket, but he can't remember when. That's a poem I just wrote.
Because it feels like it was so recently because it's still so fresh in our psychic consciousnesses.
into
But
a
it was
poem,
actually.
Cricket.
I thought it was after the
It feels like it was
2012
recently.
when people were afraid of the 2012 apocalypse. I thought it was after that, so I guess 2012.
All right, guys, I'm super excited to report we have thank you, Alan, for everything that you've done. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Cricket. Thank you, Robbie, for your amazing amount of writing and everything that you did. Cricket, thank you for creating the show and bringing me along, and then watching as I kind of rose to be the head of the show and kind of over your place and became kind of the most important guy.
I did it
in the show
for you.
And kind of this is the most votes we've ever had with 9. It's going up constantly with 920. Oh my God, it keeps going up. 920. Okay, we just have to stop here, but not with 9. Oh my God.
What
He's going up 926 votes, the most we've ever had, 9 times the last episode. We've got it's with the winner of the final episode with 65.8% of the vote, cementing her victory of the show. It is Cricket Harrison. She's officially a better writer than Robbie. That is.
But then you there's vote counts that are still out.
Robbie can do nothing to make. Now we have 961 responses. Actually, this could flip. This could change. This could change.
I guess we count every vote. Like I always said, not like Robbie.
We got to stop. Wait, should we stop counting votes, or is that?
No, you count.
See what happens.
Let's just leave it. They can't shut down the streams for as long as we're counting votes.
1981.
It's actually kind of.
Okay, well, no, it's still Cricket though. It's a lot of votes are coming in, but everyone's voting for Cricket. So hey, Cricket. Winner is still Cricket, and Robbie doesn't concede. Robbie refuses to concede.
I believe that I did win, and I believe that I won the last episode too, which makes Robbie the winner. That's pretty great. I feel good about that.
Robbie.
That's true.
Thank you,
And
Alan.
look, everybody, thanks for watching us do all this stuff and have fun doing other things. We are all worthy of love, and remember, stop the steal.
Stop the steal, everybody.
We love you.
Bye.
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 Thanks, Eric.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Adult
Eric.
Swim.
Hey, you
Thank
better
you, chat.
thank me.
Eric, you had a
as long as
really
possible.
big ego by the end, Eric, and you pushed me around, but I respect it, and it made me.
I'm muting you right now, Ben. You probably can't tell, but they can only hear me. They cannot hear you. Goodbye.
Are you serious?
People